out there. Just over the last 1.5 years, 390,000 Kenyans have left their homes to go and work outside Kenya under our program on labor mobility. And it is the reason why our remittance has moved from $4 billion to almost $5 billion, 4.9 something billion dollars, because they are making that contribution. They are working in different parts of the world, because if there is an asset we have as a nation, it is our human capital. And it is the reason why spending additional money in our education sector is something that I will continuously do. It is the reason why we are, by January next year, we will have hired 100,000 new teachers, because they are the people who train the workforce of the future. The people who are working in all these spaces would not be working in those spaces if they weren't, if it wasn't for our education system. Whether we are training them in our TVETs or our universities or in our Kenya Medical Training Centers and in all the other places, we wouldn't be having those people. It is the reason why we now have a student-centered higher education facility that makes sure that we treat every student as a student, and we make sure that students from poor families are supported adequately so that we leave no child behind. It is the reason why we have changed and made sure that any student from a poor family gets 90% scholarship to go to a TVET or a university, so that they don't drop out of school because of the inability of their parents to support them. It is the reason why we must continuously do affirmative action to carry everybody and leave no one behind. I know there are so many people asking questions why their maid will now stay in 11th floor on a house that eventually belongs to them. You know, they find it difficult to configure why their watchman all of a sudden will be discussing mortgage just like them. You know? I mean, that's how we carry everybody and we leave nobody behind. Only that his mortgage will be 3,000, your mortgage may be 50,000, but you know it's a mortgage anyway. So, and we are all discussing the same thing. So really, that is the problem I have with some people. They are wondering why I have all of a sudden gotten the people who would not ordinarily be in that space to be in that space. But that is how we transform a nation. I like what Governor is saying, that even as you are here, you are thinking about how Nairobi should work and how we, all of us, should contribute towards a working city. That's as it should be, my friend. Welcome to the club. Shortly you will be called Zakayo also. There's no problem. You know, but it's better to be called Sakaja and get things done. You know, so this is why we need to get the country moving. And I want to thank many Kenyans, you know, who see things positively, who are working with us towards making things work. You know, as I said day before yesterday, citizens can now pay for their contributions to SHA. Those, of course, who cannot afford to pay, we have said we are going to pay for them as government. But those who have been assessed and they can pay 300 or 500 or 1,000 or whatever it is, we are also giving them another option, that if they don't have the full 1 year premium, they can pay monthly. You know, and now we've given them an exit. As I said the other day, you can now lipa SHA pole pole, you know, and you just need to go to *147# and you will travel the journey and you will be able to be covered. The good news is that today